Hi, it's Gary. Welcome to day number 12 of the 2023 Diamine Inkvent calendar. Let's find the door. Can you believe it? We're nearly halfway through day number, I think that's a 19 there, not a 12. Day number 12, here we go, right down at the bottom. I'll get that into frame. Yes, there we go. You're just about to see that. So let's open this. What have we got for day number 12? Bah humbug, my favourite phrase at Christmas. Bah humbug. I'm definitely a Scrooge at heart, except the problem is Scrooge reformed. I'm not going to reform, so I'll be Jacob Marley instead. Bah humbug. Let's pop that down and we'll take a closer look. So the label giving us a little bit of a hint what's in there. This is like a blood, like a crimsony burgundy type colour. Over on the side, chameleon. Oh, there it is. Can you see that? Looks like certainly I can see hints of reds in there. Maybe some silver as well. I'm not sure. We'll see what it's like after we've swatched it. Let's start agitating this. Bah humbug. I love it. Can't wait to show this one to the wife. She'll love the fact that it's called Bah humbug. She'll be saying, yeah, that's you all the way through. We'll fetch in the swatch card. This is a colouring card. And my swatching tool, which is my cotton bud. So just give this one more agitation. And what I'll do, because it's a chameleon, I'll get that cotton bud right down to the bottom. Give it as much chance to get that chameleon onto there as possible. So here we go, Bah humbug. This is, I want to say, actually, at the moment, it looks like a nice brown colour. I want to say a horse leather brown. But if that makes sense to you, like an aged brown, like a softly aged brown. And very nice. Maybe like a saddle brown is maybe another one. And single pass. Hopefully where I've gone thick, that's where we should hopefully see some chameleon. My writing implement, the Serendipity dip pen. So we've got here, I have to try and hold this so I don't end up with ink on my hands. Diamine. Bah humbug. And this is Inkvent 2023, day number 12. Let's pop that off to one side, give that a chance to dry. Whilst that's drying, in comes the Endless Recorder Notebook, 68 GSM Tomoe River paper. I'm going to give this another shake. Again, the idea is I want that all into suspension so I can really show it in the writing, hopefully. So the Serendipity dip pen, in it goes again, give it a nice drink. So we've got day 12. Diamine.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Siri, I wasn't talking to you.
Okay.
The wonders of technology. Bah humbug. Drying, so there's immediate. 10 seconds. 30 seconds. 1 minute. Still fairly wet there after a minute. Love this very, I said, dark burgundy type colour by the look of it. Sentence. Now, I'm just going to do this because I want to see if there's any chameleon coming through. As I've been writing, I haven't really seen much of it. And even on that first line where it's dried, there's a little bit, but not as much as I thought. Let's move this over to the side, give it a chance to dry. Whilst that's drying, in comes the Advent Calendar, the chocolate version. So here we've got the Cadbury's Advent Calendar, day number 12. 1 dozen. Where are you? Here we go. Day number 12. Let's have a look in there, see what we've got. Oh, doesn't want to come open. I'm ripping it rather than opening it. Well, we've got Father Christmas there. And the chocolate of the day. Get this out of the way. I have to be very careful. The chocolate's melting in the heat. This is a Christmas pudding. So I'll pop that to one side. That will be eaten sooner rather than later because, as you can see, it's already melting. To give you an idea, I'm recording a little bit ahead of time. It's 10 o'clock in the morning and it's 30 degrees Celsius. It's very hot at the moment. Pop that away. In comes the gift from my loving wife. So here we've got it. It's in a sort of unusual. So we've got wider here, narrower here. And then, that feels a bit odd there. What have we got? Let's take a look. So we've got a hook. A weird, looks like Darth Vader. So first thing that was in there, this is a drinking bottle, Star Wars, and we've got R2-D2 there on the back. Awesome. I do like to drink plenty because obviously it gets very hot here. You know, we're still in spring as I'm recording this. That'll come in very handy. In there's also another there's two other gifts. So this is a threefer. Let's see what's in these. They feel a bit odd as well. And they feel very similar. So I'm guessing they're two lots of the same thing. Awesome. We've got some syringes there. And we've got some blunt nose needles. These are something which I find really, really handy. I do use a lot of samples. And these are handy to fill converters from a sample. Also for cleaning them out because I fill it with clean water. And you can get a really good jet going all the way down the barrel and all the way down the converter to give it a very good clean. So they're awesome. I've got two, and these just makes it so much easier. So I'll pop them to one side. Let's fetch back that swatch card. Now it's had time to dry. So as it's dried, what I thought originally was brown has dried a lot redder. So we've definitely got quite a lot of like crimson or dark burgundy in there. We can see here that chameleon. It looks like a pinky type chameleon. I'm wondering, as say, is there some kind of silver? Because chameleon, depending on how you get light, should give you slightly different colours. So hard to see at the moment. I've got really bright lights, and because it's so hot, I've actually got my windows are all open. So I've got a lot of daylight. Normally I close my blinds before I record. So it's very, very bright in here at the moment. Inks that I thought maybe could match it. First one by J. Herban. This is Terre de Fouet. So it's got this reddish brown tones, but nowhere near as deep. Next up, we've got by Diamine. We've got Rustic Brown. So again, more on the brown side, but with some of them red tones. So getting towards it, but not exactly a match. Next up, this is the one that immediately sprang to mind, was Diamine's Writer's Blood. And yeah, I can see very close similarities there to that background colour. Writer's Blood, though, just does not have that shimmer, that chameleon to it. But I think in terms of base colour, that's the nearest I've got. And then the last one I thought of, again, this is more on the brown side. Still got hints of that red, though. Colourverse Dark Energy. So it's another one that I don't really have that many similar to it. Oh, I've just found another one as I was popping that back in my box. Pure Pens People's Charter. Again, more browner than what I see in this, but again, getting quite close. So I do have some comparisons, but not that many. Let's take a look at the chromatography. So here, you can see it's actually quite pale. We've got a line at the bottom where I drew it, so you can still see that. Then we've got pale pinks. There's a bit of maybe yellows, carrying on into the pinks. Got quite a wide line there of the yellow. And then we're going into what I would call browns. Could be very dark burgundy, but I would say nearly brown. Quite interesting. I love doing chromatography. I love seeing the differences when you do it. Half the time I don't know what it means. I just think it looks pretty. So let's move this out of the way. We'll fetch back in that Tomoe River paper. So here we go. Bar Humbug, you can see that base colour. I love the base colour. I really like Writer's Blood and other inks of a similar colour. It seems wet like Writer's Blood as well. Hopefully, let me see if you can catch this. I'm seeing that, now that it's dry, I'm seeing that chameleon coming through. Especially on day 12 and Diamine. Grumpy and Wizards has got a load. Make's got quite a bit. The rest of them not so much. And even down here where I've went really thick, you can see it. but it's not as in your face I was hoping for. Certainly Grumpy Wizards is though. I don't know if that's coming over on the camera. So this is Inkvent, day number 12, Diamine, Bah Humbug. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. What are your thoughts on this? What do you think about Bah Humbug in general? I love The Christmas Carol. I remember reading the book years ago, and I love all the Christmas Carol based films. What are your favourite Christmas sayings or films? Why not drop a comment down below? Let's kickstart the conversation. Please hit the thumbs up button. Every time you like, every time you comment, just helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel so that you can get new videos as I release them. I'll talk to you again soon.